Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to start this episode exactly how I was told not to. Ready? I wake up. I brush my teeth. I eat toast.
Stephanie, you sound like a robot from 1990.
What? That's the way I was taught. I wake up. I brush my teeth. Isn't that how everyone describes their morning?
Technically, yes. But honestly, it sounds like you're reading a manual printed in grayscale. There's no color, no personality, no life.
Ouch. So how should I sound? More like, I wake up fabulously.
Not exactly. Think of it this way. Your morning routine isn't just a list of actions. It's an experience. You can make your English sound natural by describing feelings, timing, even little distractions.
Okay. Give me an example.
Let's see. My alarm buzzes, but I hit snooze 3 times. When I finally roll out of bed, I'm still groggy, and my hair looks like it's been electrocuted.
Wait, Matthew, groggy? What does that feeling actually mean?
Good ear. Groggy means feeling half asleep, tired, and a bit confused like. Your brain is still booting up after sleep. You're awake, but not really awake.
Like when you wake up early for a flight and your body's there, but your soul isn't?
Exactly, that's peak grogginess.
No, so groggy sounds much better than just, I wake up tired. It's a feeling word.
Right. And English loves those. They make your speech authentic. Describe mornings the way you experience them, not as a to-do list.
So instead of saying, I wake up, I could say, I drag myself out of bed.
Perfect. That tells me you're not a morning person right away.
You guessed it. I'm one of those just 5 more minutes people.
That's actually universal. Even advanced English speakers oversleep beautifully.
So what's your morning like, Matthew? I imagine it's calm and elegant, like classical music playing in the background, silk robe, sunlight pouring in.
Chuckling, I wish. Mine's surprisingly hectic.
There's another word, hectic. Stop. Wait, Matthew. Hectic? What does that mean exactly?
Hectic describes something that's very busy, full of activity, sometimes even chaotic. Imagine trying to make breakfast, reply to emails, and feed the cat all before leaving the house. That's a hectic morning.
Oh, that's definitely me too. My mornings are so hectic, I sometimes forget if I put sugar or salt in my coffee, and one time it was salt.
I've done that. A true test of willpower is pretending your salty coffee tastes fine.
So you'd say your morning is hectic, but you still manage to sound calm about it.
Well, I'll try to kickstart the day properly.
Another one. Kickstart. Wait, guess what's coming? What does that mean?
Kickstart means to energize or jump into action, like jump-starting a car battery. When you kickstart your day, you do something to get your energy going, like stretching, meditating, or having that first glorious sip of coffee.
I love that. Kickstart my day sounds way more motivating than I drink coffee. So, talk to me about your coffee, Matthew. What's your morning ritual?
First, I brew a pot of medium roast coffee. There's this moment when the aroma fills the kitchen, it's pure comfort.
Brew. That's another one. It means to make coffee or tea, right?
Exactly. Brewing is the process. But it also sounds richer than make. Saying I brew a cup feels slower, intentional, almost poetic.
I like that. So instead of I make tea, I can say, I'm brewing my morning tea.
Perfect. And if you're in a hurry, you could say, I grab a bite and head out.
Grab a bite. That's another fun one. It means eat something quickly, right?
Precisely. It's casual and common. So I grab a bite of toast, I grab a quick breakfast, or even I grabbed a sandwich on my way.
You really make English sound like storytelling, like each phrase has a mood.
That's exactly how it works. For example, the difference between I eat breakfast and I grab a bite before running out the door is life itself.
That's what I've been missing. I was treating English like math input, output, no feelings allowed.
And language is emotion, experience, context, not just grammar.
So let's fix my robot routine. I'll try again, but this time I'll sound human. Ready?
Go for it.
My alarm rings, I groan and roll out of bed. I stumble to the bathroom, wash my face, and try to convince my brain it's time to function. Then I brew a cup of coffee and grab a bite before rushing out.
Now that sounds alive. That's a real routine, not a textbook sentence.
So the secret is using verbs and feelings that belong to real life.
Correct. Verbs like row, stumble, rush, and grab add energy, the slice of life realism that textbooks lack.
It's funny, those little verbs tell so much about personality. I roll out of bed screams, not a morning person.
And I leap out of bed would tell me you're a superhero or pretending to be one.
Definitely pretending.
Let's push this idea further. Mornings aren't only about motion. They're about the mind waking up too. If you say, I zone out over my coffee, that shows your head's still half asleep.
Zone out. I like that one too. So I zone out while scrolling my phone. That's very me.
There you go. The beauty of natural English comes from these small, vivid moments.
So when you meet someone and they ask, how's your morning? You probably don't answer, I woke up, I brushed my teeth.
No, I'd say something more conversational, like I barely made it out of bed, or I've been running on caffeine since 7.
I love how those phrases sound social-like, something you'd actually say in an office.
Precisely. English depends on rhythm and tone. It's less about correctness and more about authenticity.
Okay, how about we do a mini skit a day in the life of a typical couple getting ready for work, but we'll make it sound natural, like how native speakers do it.
Excellent idea. Let's do it.
I'll play the sleepy wife.
Then I'll be the husband trying and failing to get out the door on time.
All right, listeners, here we go.
Steph, it's 7:30. You're going to be late again.
What? No, my alarm didn't ring.
That's because you turned it off in your sleep, genius.
I feel so groggy. Make coffee.
Already brewing it, but no promises is drinkable.
You're a lifesaver. Wait, are you actually up and dressed?
Miracle, isn't it? I'm trying to kickstart my productivity before the day gets hectic.
Fancy words this early. I just need caffeine.
Grab a bite. There's toast on the counter.
Did you burn it?
Slightly. It's the house specialty.
Laughing. We're such a mess in the mornings.
But we survive. Somehow.
And seen.
That's exactly how natural English sounds. Quick responses, shortened sentences, unfinished thoughts.
Yes! Real conversation isn't always grammatically perfect. It's about flow.
Right. People pause, laugh, interrupt, and repeat themselves. That's part of sounding natural.
You know, Matthew, when people listen to podcasts like this, they often think, I want to sound fluent. But what they really need is rhythm, not just vocabulary.
True. When you understand rhythm, you sound fluent even with simple words.
So what's one tip for making speech sound natural in English?
One strong tip, describe, don't list. Instead of I eat, I go, I work, say, I'm grabbing coffee before heading to work. That's a short story, not a schedule.
Describe, not list. I can remember that.
And another, don't be afraid of filling words. Saying, I feel awful without coffee is better than, I don't drink coffee. It creates a personality.
It's funny feelings, and small verbs are the secret source of great routines.
Exactly. Combine feeling words with actions, and suddenly your English paints a picture.
So, can we reframe morning routine vocabulary for our listeners? Like a quick list, but natural.
Sure. Instead of wake up, try, roll out of bed, drag myself up, or open my eyes reluctantly.
Instead of eat breakfast, you could say, grab a bite, have some cereal, or wolf down a sandwich.
And instead of brush my teeth, you might say, freshen up. That's more casual.
Right. Or get ready for the day.
Yes, perfect umbrella phrase. But remember, don't overcomplicate it. Choose what fits you.
Okay, so let's imagine someone new to English trying to describe their morning in two styles. First, robotic English. I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work.
And now the same story naturally. I roll out of bed feeling groggy, brew some coffee, grab a slice of toast, and head out the door.
It's night and day.
Because the second one lives. It sounds like something a real person would say.
You know what's wild? That change doesn't even require advanced grammar, just real-life verbs.
Exactly. Everyday verbs bring your English to life faster than fancy words ever could.
So, grammar still matters, but it shouldn't silence your personality.
Well said. Grammar is the frame, not the picture.
You always have these poetic ways of explaining things, Matthew.
Maybe that's my coffee talking.
I'm going to start using these at work tomorrow. Hey team, I'm too groggy to function.
Watch as everyone nods in full understanding.
But seriously, it's a huge confidence boost to know how to express yourself naturally.
Exactly. Fluency isn't about perfection. It's about ease. When you sound like yourself, the language serves you, not the other way around.
That hit deep. So, for all our listeners who still describe their mornings like robots, what's your advice?
Start noticing your real routine. Don't just translate words from your language. Describe what you actually do, feel, and think. If you roll your eyes at the alarm, say that. If you check messages before brushing your teeth, say that too.
That's huge, and have faith in the Tims. The more natural it becomes.
Exactly. Learning English isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about finding your voice in another language.
I love that. Say it again for the people in the back.
Find your voice in another language.
That's quote of the day material, right there.
You can even write it on your mirror to read every morning while you brush your teeth like a real human, not a robot.
You've got jokes today.
Humor is an excellent way to learn language. It helps words stick.
True. So before we wrap up, let's give our listeners a quick daily challenge.
All right? Tomorrow morning, instead of saying, I wake up, describe the first 5 minutes of your day in natural English. Add one feeling and one descriptive action.
For example, I roll over, check my phone, and sigh because it's Monday.
Exactly like that.
I love that. It feels relatable, funny, and human.
That's the magic of conversational English. It connects, not just communicates.
And that's how you stop sounding like a robot.
You stop speaking in bullet points and start speaking in stories.
So, today's big lesson. Don't just wake up. Wake your English up too.
Beautifully said, Stephanie.
Thanks, Matthew. And to everyone listening, may your mornings be less hectic, your coffee perfectly brewed, and your English alive with character.
Until next time, keep rolling out of bed with confidence and maybe a strong cup of coffee.
This has been the English Commute. See you next episode.